Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Badlands Weekly. And we got a heck of a show for you. A holiday show, a celebrity show, a rock and roll show, old time friends show, just a great show. Everybody's going on and on and on about how awesome Badlands Weekly is, and we're going to deliver on this one for you. Here's my friend from many years, Mr. Bob Zawart. Bob, welcome to the set.
Chuck, thanks for having me.
Now, people might not know this. You're one of the first artists that we've had on that are actually a local.
That would be
this
the first.
This is your neighborhood.
You know,
you run the best auto dealership ever, Dell's Auto, of course, out in Del Rapids. You're from Del Rapids, and you've stayed around. So you've gotten to see and witness Badlands Weekly and some of the concerts here and listen to K-Bad. And
absolutely.
How are we doing so far?
Well, I think it's mind-blowing, honestly. Yeah, you know, it's in your face if you're living under a rock if you don't know about it. Let's put it that way.
The concert venue itself, you've played everywhere. What do you think?
Well, honestly, it's over the top. I've played a lot of venues, a lot of them have nice rooms that can hold lots of people. But what I see here different every time I've come, and I've come to about 5 of these shows now,
thank you. A lot of them, it's awesome.
And really it's the audio and the lights, the back screen, the footage you're getting. The bands the bands bring their A games. They even bring
something.
You can tell it makes them want to play. So yeah, I've seen it, and there's an energy and alertness that a normal venue you walk into just wouldn't have.
And the fans are just crazy excited.
Yeah, we'll have a good show for them.
What are we going to see? Give us a little insight on what we're going to see tomorrow.
You know, the songs, if you've ever gotten to CD bullets, you're going to get a lot of what's going on. The music, that'll be there. The lineup is the best lineup, really, that it could be. Bringing Edmund Filarecki back, Eddie.
Absolutely.
Rick Todd, he's been a great friend and just what a solid player and a voice, huge voice. And then obviously me and Randall. And of all the players that have come and gone here and there, that's the only lineup that can do this, in my opinion, to do these songs the way I remember them.
And the lineup that we all insisted on when we put this together. Right. Look, if we can get Eddie and you and Randall and these guys, these core guys together, and another thing the viewers don't know is literally most bands have a lead singer on stage, and tomorrow night you got 3 lead singers on stage.
Well, there's a lot of guys that can sing. They've all went on their own and done their own ventures. Incredible. They've all been leaders in their own bands. That's fact.
And they don't know, in your favorite bands, and I know this from knowing you for a long time, you have to have more than one singer in the band. Not that they're the front guy on the mic, but to complete the band, you really have to have those harmonies.
You do. Well, harmonies are a big deal. Well, the truth is, and what we were very, very first Zwarte trying to get this thing going, we were a 3-piece band, and I sang the lion's share of the songs. And that was working. Yeah. But then back then everybody was screaming. Well, we didn't have a screamer. So we went and got a screamer. And Randall wrote Lucy for a guy. This is no kidding. This is exactly what Lucy sounded like, Chuck. Lucy was my lady, don't love her anymore. Caught her with another man, God, she was a whore. And the song, nobody liked it, nobody understood it. So when he moved on, not so quietly, we just started singing the songs. And I remember when we started doing those songs, Randall sang them. They're his songs.
Right.
So he put his own touch on them, and his voice is those songs.
Right.
And you don't know what you have, but the cake ingredient was right now.
Yeah.
It was up and coming.
Yeah.
And it was just neat. So I reliving playing those drum tracks, watching the singer that tore them to pieces and ripped them and messed them up, move on, and then Randall come in and take over it.
With the rebirth of it.
It really happened.
And that signature sound.
It is. His voice is without a doubt unique. And
one of the more unique ones out there. Yeah.
It's almost, people say it's almost like he's not singing, it's just almost his talking voice.
Right, it is. And thanks to you, Bob, for coming in and joining us on the set here at Badlands Weekly. Stay tuned, we got a lot more coming right here at Badlands Weekly. I'm Chuck Brennan, see you in a bit.
You're already listening to K-Bad, so get paid to do it and get your chunk of over $100,000 in cash and bonuses with the K-Bad 94.5 Rock and Roll Workforce Payroll. Right now, earn $94.50 hourly cash when you go to kbad945.com or come to the Badlands box office and give us some info. How easy is that? Keep listening for your name to be announced and start earning cash and bonuses. Details, contest rules, and registration at the Badlands box office and at kbad945.com.
On Thursday, May 5th, it's the biggest Cinco de Mayo party in Sioux Falls. Badlands Live presents Hispanic rock and roll superstars Los Tigres del Norte at Badlands Pond. Enjoy plenty of ice-cold cervezas, hot nachos, and fresh guacamole. Be sure to bring your dancing shoes for Los Tigres del Norte at Badlands Live May 5th. Tickets on sale now at Badlands Box Office and badlandsboxoffice.com. Vamos a bailar. Bienvenidos a todos. Nos vemos ahí. We'll see you there.
Hello, I'm Sonia.
And I'm Ashley, and this is this week's Bad Pond.
This week we're going to talk to you guys about our Prison Blue line that we have here at Badlands. Did you know, Ashley, that our Prison Blue line is actually made by inmates in Oregon prison?
What is there, like around 80 inmates a day that work on the line?
There is, and it's actually a 3-year waiting list for them to join the crew. Yeah.
Speaking of long, the durability of these is great. They last a long time. I personally like this long sleeve button up. You could put a rock t-shirt or one of our Badlands shirts on underneath it. Have your man's house put on his nice jeans, some wooden-toe shoes, go downtown for the night.
I really have my eye on this short sleeve, half zip up. You know, you zip it to the top. You want to zip that up? Show 'em. Zip it to the top. A little more professional.
Yeah.
As the night goes on, you can start getting casual, right? You just unzip it a little bit. Right?
Yeah, hacha-macha.
Yeah.
And if you get chilly while you're out,
Yeah.
you can pick up one of our yard coats.
Yes, the yard coats. These are great. You know what they're great for?
Yard work.
So you dress your fella up in a yard coat, you send him outside, do some spring cleaning for you.
And then you can take them out afterwards.
Yes. I love it.
Did you see how sexy these guys look behind us?
I didn't until now.
You don't even have to do the crime to look this fine.
And yet I will be locked up next to this one.
Make some good life decisions tonight.
I will.
And we'll see you next time on Badlands Weekly.
Badlands Motor Speedway is bringing the thunder. Friday night, June 17th. Get ready for the Hair Ball. You, me and the boys. Featuring Hairball. Plus, 4 legendary lead singers will share the stage at the Speedway, including Vince Neil, with 3 more rock icons to be announced soon. All the info at badlandsmotorspeedway.com or get your tickets at badlandsboxoffice.com.
Since we've been open, we bought thousands of items.
We've bought guns.
We've bought jewelry.
We bought designer handbags.
We bought guitars.
We bought tools.
And lawnmowers.
We bought TVs. And iPhones.
We bought these kids.
No, we didn't. But we did buy this bench.
We even bought this.
And all from you.
Bring us your stuff.
So we can buy it.
This is what we do.
We'll see you at the Badlands. Hey, I'm Ron Keel, the metal cowboy from the Badlands House Band.
And I'm Chainsaw from Badlands Entertainment Group.
And we've got your rock and roll report.
Ron's going to tell you about the Badlands House Band.
Hey, we're still fired up about the release of our debut single, Ghost Riders in the Sky, produced by Henry Paul. People are downloading the tracks at badlandshouseband.com, and we've had over 1,000 views on YouTube as soon as we announced the single release, so we're pretty excited about that.
That's super exciting news. You know, we've always got shows here at Badlands Pond on every Thursday, as a matter of fact. And coming up, we've got Grand Funk Railroad. Ron, did you know that Grand Funk Railroad's We're an American Band, and also the other big hit single they had, Doing the Locomotion, were both produced by Todd Rundgren?
I had no idea. That's a great piece of rock and roll history right there.
It is. Thank you very much for that. I've got a wealth of knowledge, and I'm not telling you where I got it,
All right.
but I do have a wealth of knowledge.
Well, I got one more thing I want to mention. Badlands House Band doing our first ever headline show at a casino venue in Dubuque, Iowa at the Mystique on April 2nd. Looking forward to getting into the casino environment and doing our first headline show at a place like that.
That's really cool. Badlands House Band has a whole bunch of events around different towns and stuff like that throughout the Midwest in the summertime, so getting warmed up for that.
The
with the big show.
calendar is getting very full. Stay in tune with us at badlandshouseband.com. We got new photo galleries, the video clip, the downloads of the single, and all the tour dates at badlandshouseband.com.
That's right, and you can keep up with everything Hairball at hairballonline.com, or you can just turn the dial on and listen to the Rock and Roll Report.
Welcome to the Badlands. Now is the perfect time to check out our gun store and world-class firing range. When you're here, take a look at our amazing selection of pistols, rifles, and automatic weapons.
After that, swing by our firing range, where one of our experts will ensure a safe yet exciting experience. And you never know who might show up to shoot right next to you. Remember, this holiday season, our firing range gift cards make a fantastic holiday present. We'll see you at the Badlands.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Badlands Weekly. Hope you're enjoying the show. I'm Chuck Brennan, and here I am with Straight Shooting Tim. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right. Tim is the new manager at the Badlands Gun Shop. Brings a wealth of experience here, and we've even created a new segment with you at the request of our staff and viewers and customers. It brings you through the gun shop that we have going on and lets the viewer into what we're doing over there. And instead of me talking about it, check this segment out with our own Straight Shooting Tim right over at the Badlands Gun Shop. Check this out.
Hey Taylor, how are you today?
Oh, hey Tim, I'm doing well.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look. My husband got his concealed weapons permit, and he's encouraging me to get one too because he wants me to have a weapon for protection. And I've been in the gun range, but I'm clueless when it comes to any of these smaller pistols.
There's lots of different models. There's lots of different finishes, sizes. You know, and smaller or bigger is not always better. But the important part is not what we're after here. It's about, again, what fits in Taylor's hand and what you're feeling comfortable with.
Okay, so how do I find a gun that fits?
One of the things we want to look at is how the index finger is purchased or laid inside of the shooting well or the finger well, and how can we actually touch the trigger. But that's the first thing I want to look at is, does your finger actually fit in the area it's supposed to? So pick one up and let's see.
I'm going to go middle ground here.
Perfect. Good starting point. We can always go up and down, right? Now what we want to do is, if you look over here, Taylor, I want you to see there's a little bit of gap in between the side of the frame and your finger. And that indicates to me that this is probably a pretty good fit for your hand.
Okay.
The reason we think that is because if we have a little bit of gap in here, that means you're not stretched all the way out between your finger and your hand connection. And that tells me you have some ability to pull and leverage the trigger straight back. Make sense?
Yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
Second thing is, and I think let's lay your gun the other way now, palm up, and let's see where the rest of your fingers are purchased around the grip. It's always a great idea to have every finger touching the pistol or the grip at one time. If you notice, I'll pick up and demonstrate for you on this pistol here. It's a great pistol for concealed weapons. And it also gives us this finger extension that even a hand like mine still has a little bit of a struggle getting around and maybe making all those grip connections, right? So again, you mentioned that you're going to carry this maybe in a concealed state sometime, once you get comfortable with it. And that's the thing that we want to build on, is that idea of what happens in a situation where you're under pressure, your adrenaline's flowing, and you have to grab your weapon in maybe a defensive posture.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, what we want to do is make sure that we can do it and we can get a great grip on it.
You need one that's a natural fit.
Absolutely. That's a great point. The third thing that we're looking for is actually how we set in the web of our hand. And for a smaller frame shooter, or maybe a person that's just sensitive to recoil, this is much more important than maybe anything. So if I was to pick up this weapon here, and I pulled myself into the web of my hand, what I want to do is I want to line the barrel with my ulnus and my radius. So what this is going to do is allow my arm to naturally recoil and absorb that recoil, that impact or that felt recoil from the weapon.
So this part is good for maybe safety in shooting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of the things that this style pistol that you just picked up does is it places this web angle for you at a natural ergonomic space. So it naturally, when you pick it up and grip it, you're aligned already and automatically.
Yeah,
Try
felt
that
pretty
and see
good.
if it
Felt
just
pretty
feels
comfortable.
natural.
It really does.
Good. So again, if we're in the shooting posture and we're just going to go strong arm only, so hold your strong arm up. What I'm looking for is a natural straightness between this and this right here on your arm. I want that to recoil back straight because that's going to absorb it at your shoulder versus you being at a cattywampus or at an angle that doesn't make much sense. All right, good enough. Taylor, does this make sense as far as the fit being the important piece of selecting a...
Oh yeah, for sure. So what if I get one and realize maybe this wasn't the right fit to begin with?
Here, you can try it before you buy it for most of the firearms that we have. So if you're going to come and pick out one of our top-selling weapons here on the floor, you can go over to the range and rent a gun, try it, see what kind of impact that has, and see how you like it and how it fits you before you decide to come back to the store and purchase your gun. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I'll have to try some of these out and remember the things that you just taught me.
Good deal. Thanks again.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Take care.
Nobody brings you more cash and prizes than K-Bad when we team up with the Badlands Motor Speedway and you to stick it. Get your K-Bad bumper stickers for your vehicles and stick it. Make your pledge to be bad and get your share of the $40,000 in cash and prizes. Go to kbad945.com now for contest details and bumper sticker locations, or visit the Badlands box office and stick it.
Welcome back to Badlands Weekly. I'm Chris Knight, and I'm here with my maroon-vested friend Megan, and we're here for Chris's Cocktails, sponsored by Booze Boys. 2 locations, 12th and Cleveland, and also 12th and Western. Megan, what are we making today?
Today we are going to be making a Booze Boys boozy snack.
That sounds tasty. Megan, what is in a Booze Boys boozy snack?
There are 5 simple ingredients: pineapple juice, a lemon liqueur, a banana liqueur, a coconut rum, and whipped cream.
Whipped cream on top. All right, let's start mixing.
It's actually a pretty simple drink, or you can make it into a shot, which is what we are going to do today. It's a ½ an ounce of each ingredient. Start with our pineapple juice. Make sure you have ice cubes in your shaker.
And this green stuff, this is this Midori melon.
Yes.
Yes, green. That's what I like it, St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it's perfect for your St. Patrick's Day party.
Or stopping at the Badlands.
That's correct. The next ingredients is your whipped cream. You need 1½ ounces of this. The spray top is the easiest to use.
And you put it right in the glass?
Yes.
Cool.
Simple shake. So everything gets nice and cold. Measure it out. And then tap it with whipped cream.
Now you can come and have this wonderful drink right here during our Bad Happy Hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Or you can also go to Booze Boys, get all these ingredients right there, and enjoy this at home. Shots?
I'm up.
Cheers.
Thousands of screaming fans and legendary artists. The bar has been raised every Thursday night with experiences you won't ever forget. Badlands Entertainment Group presents Badlands Live, March 31st with 70 Super Rockers Grand Funk Railroad. Grand Funk Railroad. April 14th with over 25 million records sold, Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf. April 21st, the original Arena Rockers, Loverboy. Loverboy. And April 28th, the dual guitar attack of Night Ranger. Night Ranger. Tickets on sale now at the Badlands box office or online at badlandsboxoffice.com. Badlandspawn.com for more. We'll see you at the Badlands.
Welcome back to Badlands Weekly. I'm Chuck Brennan, your host, and here with me today, a longtime friend, a local hero, a rock star in the region.
Still call me friend.
My God, Randall's Award. How are you doing, Mr. Z?
Good.
Good. Welcome to the set of Badlands Weekly.
Here's all I'm going to say is gold, guns, and rock and roll, beautiful.
Yeah, that's it says it all, huh?
Oh my gosh.
So what do you think of the joint after your little tour through here?
Well, you set the standard for world class. You set the standard for world class, not in world class. I mean, just to even come close to trying to do what you did, that's amazing.
You played everywhere, all over the country and even south of the border. I know you've been doing some stuff down there.
Yeah.
You ever seen a venue quite like with what we're doing the big show in?
Absolutely not. Like I said, if there was a world-class scale, you set the top of it, for sure.
And one thing that not only our viewers don't know, but you might not know, is when we put this project together, we went live with our first 26 shows day one. That never happens. And we're not talking small shows. Rick Springfield, Joan Jett, Kiss, Disturbed, Megadeth, Offspring, huge stuff. You were the only regional act on that bill. And I had a long conversation with you when we put this together. And I said, you know, Randall, I want to do something big. Thursday night happens to fall on St. Patrick's Day. Let's fire up the old band. Let's do this. Everybody was apprehensive, but you jumped right in and helped me out on this, and we put this together. And the big things that you might not know, since that time, we've been spinning Zwarte regularly on KBAD. Last month, the number 2 requested band on the station behind Kiss. That's huge, and KBAD has taken over. Literally, it's in our new publication that just came out today in Badlands Monthly, and the music is going constantly on the station, and this was our fastest selling out show of everybody. And that includes Kiss, sold out, Disturbed, sold out. Now, we did a KBAD show, so that the price was right at $9.45.
Right on.
But both of us, when we talked, we didn't know exactly what the response was going to be. What do you think of this? I mean, it is crazy to think that this came together like this.
It's fire and ice. We get calls in Nevada, for example. There's a town where Sturgis is number 1 on the jukebox, and then other songs in the top 10. Never been there. Same thing in Wisconsin. So there's just cells of those diehard fans, and I think South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, that's a pretty big cell. I mean, you've got them coming in from North Dakota, Sturgis.
They have been, and we had somebody come from Norway to see Kiss. And point being, though, with this is I don't think either one of us knew how big that this thing would turn into. And it's literally the hardest ticket in town right now. Everybody's trying to get into this show, everybody who missed out. A true character you have been all your life, a great friend. Thanks for coming. And we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of that, the magic of this incredible TV crew, right after this interview, just in a little bit, they're going to show a live performance of you on stage. Isn't that crazy? You're going to look different. The hair's going to be even prettier than it is now. You'll have your concert uniform on. And here it is live. Here's the Zwarte. What's the date? St. Patrick's Day, Thursday night right here at the Badlands. Check out this incredible performance, and we'll see you later on Badlands Weekly. Randall Zwarte, people.
Keep it on KBAD.
Lucy was my lady, don't love her anymore. Caught her with another man, got she a whore. Finger on trigger, I threw her away. Gotta start all over, gotta start another day. Long, long nights, living without her touch. Long, long nights, living without her love. She was a tramp. She was a whore. Oh, she was a vamp. I don't love her no more. Jack Daniel was my friend. Stayed with me all night. And pushing the shove, you know he got into a fight. Lucky thing for me, I know when to start drinking. Only problem I got, baby, I wake up thinking about long, long nights living without her touch. Yeah. Ooh, long, long nights living without her love. Oh, no. She was a tramp. She was a whore. Oh, she was a man. I don't love her no more. Remember that night we shared so long, long ago. Far some good singers, hey. Remember the dream we shared so long, long ago. Far, far, far away. I still love that girl. Start another day without her long, long legs, living without her touch. Oh, long, long nights, living without her love. Oh, oh.
Hi, I'm Ron Keel, the Metal Cowboy, here with our legal eagle, good friend of the Badlands, Scott Hoy.
Ron, thanks again for having me back. Good to be here. I wanted to talk briefly about medical payments coverage. It pays your medical bills whether you're at fault or not, but the important thing with it is that's coverage you paid for. And so if you've got medical bills from an accident, turn them in. If somebody tells you don't file a claim, because your rates are going to go up or whatever, that's your insurance company, and you bought that privilege to have those bills paid, and you should be talking to a lawyer about it if your own company isn't taking care of those things.
This is serious stuff, and anytime you need representation, I suggest you call Scott Hoy at Hoy Trial Lawyers.